Welcome people of the World Wide Web. So it's Cypher Sigma here, and we've got a little pickup haul video. So I've had this package from, as you can see, the World of Books, and then we have an individual one. I think I know what both of these are. There are a little bit of stories to it. Yep, this one does say so. We'll get with the big package first. So this follows on from a conversation I was having to the side of one of my videos. So I was speaking to a fellow YouTuber just on movies and films. I can't remember initially where we started the conversation off, and he just mentions or did a recommendation for me for a series to pick up. So I went, found the trailer for it. Did quite look at it, and then I kind of had it in my eBay inbox for a few weeks. And then basically what it had on it, because it's from the World of Books, it had if you buy one, so if you buy 3 you get 1 free, or I managed to get 4 and get 1 free still. I don't know, it was weird. It was kind of like the offer said buy 2 get 1 free, but then when I added 2 it's like buy 1 get percentage off. So it's kind of like you just buy as many as you want and they kind of give you percentages off it, which is fair enough. I am not going to quibble at that. So the first one, it is The Last Ship Season 1. So I think there's 4 seasons of this. AJ he's watching. I'm sure when I'm talking about stuff it's either AJ or Matt, don't know that. So yeah, so this is kind of based on, he does like boats and submarines. So this is kind of a Navy one. Okay, so it's 6, 7, 8, 9. So it looks like 10 episodes over 3 discs. Oh, right, I'm sorry, I'm not even showing it. So that's the front cover. And the back side, I mean, I must admit, on a kind of side note of collecting, I have tried to limit down. I said, like, if it's animated or anime, I'd normally collect it and not. I have been collecting series, kind of stuff on that, and I think at the end of this year I'm going to stop. I'm going to try and have a year without buying series, because I buy so many series and they're the ones I don't really get to watch, because like this, it's 10 episodes, 40 minutes. That's a week of my viewing basically. So, but I look forward to watching this. Obviously the first series, if I do like it, I think I could pick the others up. So going on my trend, I started looking for and I found some anime. So first we have Tokyo Godfathers. So never really knew about this. Watched the trailer. It seems a child is left in the slums and a group of people have to basically look after this child and decide what to do. It seems very zany and out there for an anime, but it does look like it would be a bit of fun. It's only like it's quite good. A lot of these classic animes are only like an hour and a half, which is a good time, good size to watch in an evening. So I look forward to looking at. And then from a very similar art style, we have Tenkon Tinket, if I've even pronounced that right. Let's just do that. There we go. Let's get it in there. And then we have the back. Kind of seems like some kids living in the slums who kind of get picked on, and it's kind of their story. A very different art style to the anime I'm normally based on. It is based on a manga, black and white, so I'd imagine it had a bit quite good. Obviously there is a little bit of damage there, I don't know if you see that, so I might have to swap the case out, but apart from that it looks all good. Quite a nice covering for the DVD there with all the people in it. So that was free. So I was going back of them and ahhing, and then there is something I've been after for a while. So any of you follow the other channel or stuff like that, I love big 80s fan and big 80s animated series. I once went into another place, not CEX, and they had the first 5 volumes of this series, and they're only like £1 to £2 each, and I stupidly was like, nah, I'm sure it's cheap. Never seen it again. Been after that, hunting for them. Each one's like 3-4 quid and off CEX with postage, and I've never seen it. And then this World of Books had volumes 1 to 3 for, I think it was like £4. So taking into account, I think this was one of the ones that was probably free, so I obviously get the first 3 volumes there, so that's good. I think there's 6 or 9 volumes altogether. So I do look forward to revisiting this. I do have the 2010 version. So yeah, so that's so I think this was £11 it cost me all in total. So like a big chunk of a series is, and then another full series, and then 2 animated movies. So quite a good haul there. Only 4. Say most of that I could probably watch in a week. So still kind of on. And then we have the last one. So I wasn't sure what this was, and I missed the fact it's written down the bottom. So there is a little story to this. So this is actually my first ever DVD, Blu-ray, well it is a DVD, but it's my first one from a massive sci-fi series. Now, I do like sci-fi, I do have most of the Star Wars, I do have a lot of the Star Trek movies, I don't have the series. I have watched all of the Star Treks with my dad when I was younger. And he's very much into sci-fi and stuff, so we've watched a lot of stuff like this together at times, and this is something we watched in the 90s. Now I want to say this is around the mid-90s, like 96 I could watch it. It was on BBC Two, it was on a Saturday night. I remember kind of when it watched it, I mean I could be wrong. And yeah, and it was the first kind of introduction to this series. As far as I'm aware, I'd never seen any of these series through the years that it had been broadcasted. I'd never really watched anything afterwards. I've sat down with, I have family members who do love this series, and I've just never got into it. But I've always remembered this movie and seemed to like it, and I can only remember one or two pieces. So let's open it up and see what series I'm actually talking about. And the reason why I'm kind of going on a bit of a rant, because this is a film that I remember I liking. I say I watched it in the mid-90s, so you're talking almost 30 years ago. Never seen it since, never seen it on TV. Once or twice I have looked for it on CEX, on a few other places, and I've never come across it. Now, I didn't realise that, I just thought it had never been produced. It was kind of, it was a standalone movie for this continuation, and you'll understand when I show what it is, what I mean. But I never realised it was the movie. I just thought it was a standalone one done, and I never looked it was there. And yeah, when I was watching people's 30 Days, so obviously AJ was doing it, and then he plugged Michael's one. So I've recently gone over to Michael's channel. I'll try and I won't put a link in there, but I will, like, I'll put a picture up of his channel. So if you're following mine or not following his, please do go over. He's got quite a few hundred subs, I think, in the past like month or something. So it's good that he's got the momentum. So let's keep it going. And we have a few common interests and stuff. But yeah, he was mentioning on his top 30, and he's going through choice, and he turned around and he pulled a Blu-ray out, and it was the Blu-ray of this, and I was like, I didn't know that existed. So I saw the title, so I went like, oh yeah, the Blu-rays is quite expensive. And I was like, I don't remember it, I don't want to spend too much. So I started looking at DVDs, and I found them, again, still expensive. And then I found one for like £4. So I'm hoping this is the right one, and I apologise if it's the wrong one. But it is Doctor Who, the movie. So this is the Paul McGann one. I believe it's 96. I'm going to be probably proven completely wrong. It says BBC 2001. I know. BBC 27th of May 1996. It was broadcasted, and it was on BBC One, not BBC Two. So there you go. I probably got the right time of day right, and I got the year, but I got it completely wrong. But I did love Paul McGann in this role. I don't own any Doctor Who. I don't plan to, have any Doctor Who. I know there's loads of the old stuff, and then this was kind of a slot in the middle, and then you've got all the newer stuff. I know Ian the Ramblings as well, he really likes his stuff, and it's, when I saw Michael had this, I thought, I've got to get it, and I've managed to find a copy. I think it's like £4 or £3 something, because the person gave me like 20% discount off, because I liked it, I was interested in it on eBay. So yeah, so I really look forward to adding this. These all will go on my recent watch pile. I have, I think, 20 on there, so these will slot into them before I reshuffle and get a load more out of the garage to watch. So I'll definitely watch this in a couple of weeks, and I probably will do a review on this to see how a kind of non-Doctor Who fan, and this is my only thing, what my reaction to it is for a 27-year-old movie. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the pickup. Sorry about the story and stuff. I thought it was good to explain what stuff is going on. Hopefully you're liking the channel and liking all the content. I know I'm spamming you with a lot this month. I do apologise. But otherwise, I'm a Cypher Sigma. I'll see you in the next one.